Hello and welcome to part 3 of this series that I'm doing. So this won't be the last episode, of course, but this will be the last real big mapping focused episode, I would say. So first, we're gonna look at how to zoom in mostly and how to do Warframes. So first, we're gonna just start with Warframes pretty easily. So usually the defending country is this color. Now, I seem to have a little bit of a problem. So we're gonna fix that real quick. Oh god, okay. What's the problem? It's the borders. The border's the problem. So I'm gonna go fix that and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I fixed the problem. It should be correct right now. So let's just color it in. Now your original palette of colors that you have on paint.net should be considered perfect for this. As you can see, it's all blue. It's perfect. So usually blue is the defending colors. Blue is perfect for defending as it is the defense color, and red, around this dark reddish, is the attacking color, or the origin of the dark color. Now you want to watch out when you make countries because the red can sometimes look similar, but if you put it to tolerance 0, you should be fine. So for this little intro thing, we're gonna do just the usual, and we're just gonna color well, not the usual, but we're just gonna color America blue, and we're not gonna deal with it because so first, it's pretty easy to do actually. You just usually, if you want the attacking country to attack, you pick them up. Now red can be hard to find a color that is kind of similar, so I usually like to use this kind of red. It's kind of different, as you can see. It's got a good difference ratio. It could be hard if you don't have the good quality, but it should be fine. So you use the pencil pretty much. The pencil is easy to use. Use it pretty often. You just color in some little parts you want, like this or like that, or around here. And then you can use the bucket pretty easily, pretty simply, like this. Easy. And for the blue, you do pretty much the same thing. You do a little, thing like this. You can even color it in if you want. But you don't want to make them too big. If you do a big example, you did something like this, first of all, it's completely disgusting. But second of all, it doesn't make the fighting fun. It doesn't make it interesting at all. It makes it kind of lackluster after a while. You get tired of it. So you want to do little bumps of this like that. Now, of course, this is just very simple. And then later on, you change the color to something a bit darker. So let's say I would save this, and then I would change it to this. Nope. Like this. Like that. So it's a bit different from the color, of course. And then you do that with red and stuff. You always want to do little bumps, and you want to make them... You don't want to make them slow. You want to make them fast in the editing software. And I'm going to show you what you do in the editing software. So close your eyes for about 30 seconds real quick. I'll tell you when to open your eyes back up. Really easy, you know. Okay, so you can open your eyes, I guess, if people closed it. Let's say you're doing a Warframe. Now I do have all the Warframes that I can use, so I'm just going to use this one. I know they're not... Okay, let's say you use this one. So, what do you want to do? Now, this isn't really a Warframe, but we're going to use it for the sake of it. As you can see, it's actually 5 seconds long. Each time you put a picture into Sony Vegas Pro 13, it's... well, this is 17, but... It's 5 seconds long. What you can do with Sony Vegas Pro 13, you can look at each frame in particular. Usually, I use the most same method as Japanese, kind of, which is 5 frames. 5 frames makes it interesting and fast, but it makes you lose a lot of time. As you can see, that's 5 frame. 5 frame. 5 frame. It's extremely fast. There's no... And that's the thing. You want to make it fast, interesting, but the problem with making it fast is that, of course, people are going to complain about your video because it's not long. But they don't understand that this takes a lot of time because you're let's say you, like my map of Europe example. I had to color all of the little parts in blue or red to just do about 5. Just do this. Just do this much. And to at least make a second, I need 6 of those. That's why they're so short. No, this is 10 minutes. This is 10 seconds. So that's why they're so short. Warframes are short, and they're they're short and they're sweet for the viewers to enjoy, but for the animator, they're a hell. It's really tough, honestly, to turn that into anything, to get anything out of that. So that's why I'm always kind of a bit disappointing when I see comments on YouTube saying that my videos are short and they're not enjoyable, and I should have done a second version. It's a lot of work, and you can't just do that in 5 seconds. Okay, so that's pretty much Warframes. There's not much else to explain, I guess. I guess I could explain something else, but I'm not sure what to explain. With Warframes, there's nothing major. Oh, so now let's go on to the zooming part. Zooming in is pretty easy, and I've already explained this before, but I'll show you it again. We're gonna use my Europe map again. We're gonna use this map. We're gonna use this map. So this map is a map that I had that was I thought I was gonna use this before, but now I'm not gonna use it. So it's no matter for you guys. So pretty much what you want to do is let's say let's say there's a war between France and Germany. You know, the normal usual one, and it's because of this. Oh shit, that's a little problem. No, we're just gonna fix it while I explain it. While I explain some things. It's just because the land is culturally separated because of Charlemagne. Anyways, you want to do the usual war, right? But if you do it like this, nobody will see the war up close. So what you do is you want to do the rectangle tool. You want to get over here. As you can see, it's pretty big. And if you want to make it smaller, you just change the box however you want. You want to make it smaller like this, so it's more compact and you can see more of the fight. And then you want to do crop to selection. Now first, you want to save this map before you did the crop to selection. Why? Because when you do crop to selection, boom, you're into the fight right away. It's very up close, and you can see every little detail very well. What this does is you save like a ton of them to make the war, and then you can put them in together, and then what you do is you just go back to the old map, of course. I didn't save it because I'm an idiot. But you go back to the old map. I just did Control-Z for that part, but you wouldn't do that. You would go to the old map that you saved, put it in. Remember what peace deal you did. If you want, you can just overlay it because it's the same map. It's just smaller. You overlay it onto that part. You say, okay, I made this part French, not this part Germany. And there you go. You did the war zooming in. It's pretty easy. It doesn't take that long time. So that's how you zoom in. Now, I'm just gonna do a little deal. You know how people want the camera to move while they do things? That's not good. You don't want to disorient the viewers, because it's just crappy. Disorienting somebody is not a good deal. You never want to do that. It's bad. It's bad. I wouldn't do it. If you want to do it, you can. But that might get a lot of dislikes for multiple reasons. Mostly because it's just annoying. You can just zoom into one place when you do wars and then go back to the normal image. It's way better that way. Okay, so that's the zooming in part. Pretty easy. So now we're gonna do. Some people asked me to show you how to download music. So you go on YouTube. Now you usually want to search something that I guess can match with your music. Let's say you say dramatic music. You want dramatic music. There's like a big part revealed. But you don't want to just do music. You want to do no copyright music. So your video doesn't get claimed. Let's say you say this one. Okay, this one. No copyright. Adventure trailer. Perfect. So you copy the title, and then I use YouTube to MP3. To MP3. Boom. Easy peasy. You put it in here. You Control V. music control, and then you convert it. It'll take some time, not that long. You download it, and then you just record it. Boom. It goes in your download folder. If you want to keep it there, you can. And then you can put it in the music folder if you want. That's easy peasy mac and cheesy. Now, how to put it in 7 Vegas Pro is even easier, because you've already downloaded it. You already done the hard part pretty much. So now you just want to put it in 7 Vegas Pro. You just open the music. Let's say this one. I'm pretty sure. Now, of course, you want to check something out. I learned this from doing my classes in ATM before. As you can see, the music over here kind of spikes. It spikes to the top. You want to make it a little bit lower, because as soon as it spikes over the top, it loses all its quality. It loses quality, and that makes the music less enjoyable, and it makes it very loud as well. Now, Sony Vegas Pro always makes the music a little bit louder, but usually when it's at this kind of music, it should be fine. Just lower your volume a little bit and just listen to it, and you should be fine. So, yeah, that's good enough. What else should I talk about? There's nothing really else to talk about, honestly. So, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.